from Good Shepherd in Inwood, New York City. Welcome to Inwood Artworks On Air. It's where we meet the musicians, filmmakers, writers, theater makers, and artists of all stripes who make their home what we affectionately call upstate Manhattan. I'm your host, Aaron Sims, and this podcast is dedicated to showcasing the musicians of Upper Manhattan. We talk with them about what they do, and best of all, listen to perform live in one of our favorite local venues. This is a special holiday concert edition of Live and Local featuring Double Entendre Music Ensemble, performing highlights from George Frideric Handel's Messiah and Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky's The Nutcracker, arranged by Inwood resident Gilbert Dejean. Founded in 2005, New York City-based Double Entendre Music Ensemble is a collective of like-minded musicians devoted to adventurous exploration of the double reed repertoire. Noted for its first-rate musicianship and creativity, the ensemble illuminates classics, revives neglected music, and commissions new works for these soulful instruments. And we are thrilled to have Catherine Engelhardt here to introduce and guide you through the musical program you're about to enjoy. This concert was recorded on December 3rd of 2023, and we are thrilled again. Welcome, Catherine.
Thank you. We were so happy to play this concert. It was arrangements of the Messiah, the Nutcracker, and also the Troika from Lieutenant Kije Suite by Prokofiev. So we had sleigh bells.
And they were a wonderful touch. And we have to give Gil a tip of the hat for his sleigh bell performance.
Excellent sleigh bells.
He plays excellent sleigh bells. No one knew that till this performance.
A breakout performance.
Well, it was truly special. And again, collaborating with Double Entendre is always an absolute pleasure. And we have, I believe, 11 musicians being featured.
Yes, 11 musicians, which I don't think I've actually heard this kind of combination except for the one time when, in New York City, you have so many double reed players, and there are other Handel pieces where you can have an entire oboe and bassoon band with the fireworks, music for the royal fireworks. But for this type of arrangement, we had 4 oboes, 2 English horns, 4 bassoons, and contrabassoon. And of course, the contrabassoon had all kinds of admirers immediately hopping on the stage, trying to say hello. It's a pretty magnificent instrument.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're thrilled to bring this 2023 holiday concert to you here on Inwood Artworks On Air. Enjoy.
Overture and Waltz from the Nutcracker. This is actually the premiere of these arrangements that I've made from the Nutcracker for this combination. Last year, some of you who might have come to the holiday concert heard some of the same pieces with a different combination. So it's great to be able to play right here in the neighborhood and have such a great crowd here and such wonderful musicians to work to play my arrangements. I'm very happy about this. We're going to change things a bit and play the excerpts in the Messiah. And in the Messiah and the Nutcracker, there are two big pieces that I'll play around the holiday time, and I would urge you to go, especially if you have kids, go down to the city ballet, or there's lots of other smaller ballet companies around the city that during every year perform the Nutcracker, and it's a great show for kids because there are a lot of kids involved in the production. The other famous piece, of course, is the Messiah, and although we don't have a chorus, the musicians are going to pretend to be singing the words in these choruses. So we're going to have three choruses in the Messiah. I'm in the right spot now. So the next two pieces are from the Messiah, and it's Lift Up Your Heads, and of course the famous Hallelujah Marche that everyone knows. This piece is when the horse goes neigh, and you'll hear it musically in the piece. Now I'm going to make a special guest appearance because when you're in a sleigh ride, you need jingle bells.
What a most wonderful performance for the most wonderful time of the year. Thank you, Catherine. This is fantastic. What a gift to the community. Before we sign off, do you have any final thoughts on the concert and how things went?
It was definitely exciting, a beautiful, magnificent sound, and a little bit of a marathon. So we have great athlete musicians to play all these arrangements. It really was beautiful music and a glorious sound. I loved it.
Well, the audience couldn't dispute that, and everyone full house over, gosh, I don't even know, it's probably our biggest holiday concert to date. So we look forward to keeping the holiday tradition alive here in Inwood, and thanks for helping us do that.
Thank you, Aaron.
You bet. Once again, I want to thank Catherine Engelhardt and the Double Entendre Music Ensemble for their wonderful performance. And thanks again to all those who came out and experienced the season, the spirit of the season with us all. If you like what you heard, and how could you not, please share this podcast with your friends. It's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcasts, and they'll be up on our YouTube channel too. Please join us also in 2024 for all of our upcoming concerts, and we're looking forward to bringing more via podcast to you as well. So this concludes this very special live and local concert episode of Inwood Artworks On Air. Many thanks also to Church of Good Shepherd for hosting us, highsites.com for uptown promotional support, and to all of you for listening. Be sure to follow us on social media, keep up all that we do, which includes the Inwood Film Festival, Filmworks Al Fresco, pop-up art galleries, live performances, and so much more. And you can support On Air and all our programming by making a tax-free donation at inwoodartworks.nyc/donate or via Venmo at Inwood Artworks. Inwood Artworks is proud to be supported in part by public funds from the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs in partnership with the City Council. And Inwood Artworks programming is made possible by the New York State Council on the Arts with the support of the Office of the Governor and the New York State Legislature. From the top of Manhattan and the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Aaron Sims for Inwood Artworks On Air.